News, views, voices of the global Indian community. India abroad.
Of two of our guests who have flown all the way from India to be with us here this evening. Thank you to them for making that long journey and dealing with the jet lag and being here. Thanks, as Mayank said, to each and every one of you for spending your June 19th, if it's a holiday or work day, with us to learn about the amazing, incredible, impressive work of the the Vikas Trust, the Global Vikas Trust, and their work and everything that goes with it. So initially I was going to be like, you know what, I'm just going to ask them stories about their life and get them to introduce themselves, which I still will do as the MC for the afternoon. But just very briefly by way of background, because again, if we spend most of the time talking about the incredible accomplishments of both Mayank and Ravi, we will be here all night long, right? So Mayank was this hotshot consultant traveling all over the world, Middle East, US, Europe, doing incredible work as an international consultant. A particular incident changed his life forever. I was going to have you talk about it. Maybe you'll,
You speak far more passionately.
Okay. So, working in Mumbai, which of course is the richest city in India, just a few miles away is one of the poorest districts in India. And he met this little girl who was a 10-year-old girl. Oh, my hair is standing in the water. We're all going to cry. So she literally had to walk miles and miles and miles, and you've seen this and heard about it, just to get a bucket of water for her family. And that child's death shook him to the very core of his soul and being. As in India, they say, we don't know in which past life she might have been your child or who knows what, right? And so he decided he was going to gave up his lucrative career, gave up his life, gave up a brand new, huge apartment that I understand you had bought in Mumbai to devote his entire life to helping farmers in India find sources. Yeah, let's give him a round of applause. And for those who are not aware of this, just till about 10 years ago, we had approximately, just that one region of India, approximately 1,100 farmers commit suicide because of abject poverty in that part of the country. And so through the foundation, through Global Vikas Trust, through Mayank's getting so involved and engaged and figuring out ways and studying about it and devoting 100% of his time, effort, and energy, right? He was able to build dams, I think they call them check dams in India. He was able to change the irrigation system for the big river for 45 miles so that a lot of these farmers were able to completely turn their lives around. And can anybody guess from 1,100 suicides each year, how much it reduced, the number fell to after Mayank got involved? Any guesses? Zero. A big fat zero. I mean, my God. And being a lawyer myself, and usually like all good people, we question, we wonder about how can this really be true? And they shared, and I was very proud, by the way, Ravi was very kind, gave me the background, gave me this email when I said share a little bit of background, like paragraphs, and I was like, wow, passion from an advisory board member with so much passion in the Global Vikas Trust, it's impressive. So basically, they completely changed the lives of these farmers, and everything they do is about making an impact, changing lives, helping the people, and now, not only is it zero, their lives have improved. They used to earn like $30, $40 a month or $500 gross income for the year. And now it's become 10 times, I think, 10-fold increase. We'll see some slides and we'll see that short movie, a 6-minute video that they will share about their work. But it was so impressive. But you know what? Rather than, as I said, me talking about Mayank and his work, I hope that the picture, the images, and a discussion that we'll have about his what they do, how they work, a lot of that story will come out in today's sort of conversation and discussion. And of course, we would love to have questions from the audience because everything is about an exchange and learning from each other and growing together and understanding, because as they always say, the heart always speaks louder than the mind. And statistics are great, But if we are touched passionately with something, if we are moved, then we feel like it is our project, not Mayank's project, or not the board's project, or not Global Vikas Trust project, which is our goal, of course. So welcome, Mayank, and we're very happy and very, very honored to have you here this evening with us to share your story. And I'm also going to introduce Ravi briefly, and then we can have both of them talk with each other. As you heard, Ravi is part of the advisory. Sorry. Oh, now you want the video. Okay, perfect.
No, not the video now.
No?
No, I'll just introduce
Talk
the
about the
journey and
video.
then we'll show the video.
That's fine.
Perfect. Perfect.
And you have a PowerPoint as well that you sent me.
Yeah.
Perfect. Perfect. So Ravi Jhunjhunwala, of course, is an industrialist. His consortium of companies is worth over 1.5 billion US dollars. I mean, you're talking serious money here, right? But much more important, my father would always say, you need two hands to clap. It's not just the money. Money is very important, don't get me wrong, but money doesn't solve the problems, because if you don't have compassion and a heart to change the world, you can't change the world. And Ravi is one of those that has both the mind and the heart and the generosity to make it all come together. And so his company, consortium of companies, focuses on textiles and I know they said it's a technical term, but I feel it's like graphite electrodes, which only five countries in the world are involved with. They started in 1976. Outside of China, there are only 5 companies in the world that are involved: US, Europe, and Japan, and that's it. And from 1976, they've stuck with it. He has continued to thrive in that area. And as I said, everything he's done, I feel like the culmination of one's life, we all know as we're growing older, we can't take anything with us, right? Nothing. Only the good deeds we do is what stays with us when we're gone from this planet Earth. And my philosophy is, stop spoiling your children, because they don't need our money, right? Children, nieces, nephews, grandchildren, they will be incompetent. You will make them useless, and they will never say thank you to you. They'll be like, he or he couldn't take it with her, so they of course left it for me. So you know how you will live forever? By contributing, by giving, by caring, by sharing, by making a difference. Because there's I think many famous sayings, but I think one of the very important ones is, what you keep for yourself never belongs to you. What you give to others belongs to you forever, right? And there are sayings in different countries to that theme. And so, it's really wonderful to see a donor, a philanthropist, himself, not just, we always talk about time, talent, and treasure, not just giving time, talent, and treasure, but also putting his money where his mouth is, traveling the 10,000 miles to be here to accompany Mayank, to be able to talk about why they support and why he does what he does in terms of contributing and donating and working to make a difference, and what got him engaged. So I hope I will hear, because that was not written on the website anywhere. So I hope we'll find out little secrets and little tidbits of information to make your evening educational, inspirational, and hopefully life-changing for the farmers and for you, for each of you. And we always say, no amount is too small or too big. If someone says, I don't have money, whenever I meet young people, they say, I don't have money. And I say, that's fine. Everything in the money is very, very important to some extent. But if you don't have money, you have time, you have talent, you have treasure. Share with us your knowledge, share with us your information, your time, or your treasure, your money. And if you have all three, like I guess Ravi does, all the better, right? If everybody here could, because I see well-heeled, the who's who in the Baltimore, Washington, DC, Maryland area, right? Virginia, all of you here are the who's who in this region. And so, again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of this process. And let's now change the conversation from just introducing them very impressive resumes, but to talk a little bit about your life, your journey, what brought you to this point, and why did you pick this one organization? I know you told us about the story. What resonated with each of you